No Fish Nick here. It is November 10th, and I'm going to give you guys an update on the lithium batteries that I used this year. It was actually pretty big deal for me because I used to, like when I salmon fish, I used my Minn Kota ball mount as my autopilot, and back in the day when I'd go on a grinder, you know, where you're fishing all day, my regular lead acid batteries would be done by 11 o'clock noon if I started like at 5 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, but now I can go on a couple trips in a row without even charging. But I actually overkilled on my Minn Kota battery because I put a 100 amp hour 38 volt Golfcart battery in the front, and I got rid of my big charger that came in my boat. I got rid of that big charger, and now I have this little charger, and that charger was like $100 off Amazon, and I wired it in, and I put that big Golfcart battery right here in my front storage, and now I realized that was overkill, because I'm actually going to wind up I'm going to buy another battery. This one is going to be a 50 amp hour 38 volt, and I'll redo my mounting up in the front because that 100 was overkill. And now what I did with that big golf cart battery is I went and bought a golf cart. I picked up a cheap golf cart. It was under $2,000. It's already had a 6-inch lift, big tires and stuff. And I'm actually gonna set up that golf cart for some light duty ice fishing. And I'm mounting one of these diesel heaters. Like in here, you can see I got diesel heaters in my boat. Those are for cold water fishing. And I actually put one in my golf cart, or I'm working on it right now. Those PowerQueen batteries work great. Now the apps aren't the greatest, especially this. Okay, this is that other brand I started with, LiTime. I worked with them a little bit, but I was disappointed because the app was not as good as the PowerQueen. But the battery is great. Both these batteries use grade A cells and everything, but the apps lie to you. If you go off the grid, all of a sudden it tells you that battery's like dying if you're off the grid, but it's not dying. They're full, because I'd bring them home and I'd put it on the charger and all of a sudden, boom, they're fully charged. And if you stayed on the grid, then the apps work great. But once you get out in the boonies, the apps would start lying to you. So don't trust the apps on these batteries. But and I had some feedback on my Facebook page, my personal Facebook, where a guy tried to return these and it wasn't so easy. So you got to realize that the customer service might not be so good. And okay, this is a starting battery right here. I can't recommend it if you have like Minn Kota Talons like I do, because what happens is when this thing is full, like it happened twice to me this summer, where I charged that battery full with a charger, and then the next day my Talons stopped working. And so what was happening is, okay, what happens with the starting lithium is it stops taking a charge, but the alternator on my Optimax was thinking my battery's dead, so it rams it with all the current it can, or the voltage, and the weakest link in my systems were my Talons. So it wiped out my Talon boards 2 times this summer. So I got a free battery from LiTime, which was great, but it's a wash because I had to replace my boards in my Talons. So I would actually recommend not using a lithium starting battery now, but this would be an awesome house battery. Like if you had a lead acid there and then used that battery as a house battery, because it's got a heater in it, and if your main battery ever dies, that thing can be used as a starting battery. It's got tons of juice. So I'd actually recommend the LiTime starting as a house battery. This one here, I use, that's my house battery that runs my Talons now. And I'm still using the LiTime as my starting battery, just to keep like making, and I never charge it anymore. I just let the alternator charge it, and I barely I don't cycle that one at all, just because I don't want it fully charged. I want it in the middle. So but anyway, now I'm gonna get to my next project, and that's gonna be that that golf cart. So one thing, the PowerQueens don't have a whole lot of chargers. They do have the ones for the 12 volt, but they don't have the big ones for the 38 volt. But there's a bunch on Amazon and stuff. So and these are very affordable. Even my my buddy Troy, that you see me on my ice fishing videos with, he bought like 5 or 6 of them and put them in his golf carts at his campgrounds, and as for rentals. And he said the guys love them because there's no maintenance on them, and they'll run for a week without charging. So he's loving them too, and he gets those PowerQueen. He gets the 48 volt ones, and off the PowerQueen website. And like I said, he's never had to return one, so neither one of us have any experience with their customer service, but we've never had a bad one. The worst thing is the apps. The apps, if you go off the grid, the apps don't work so good. If you stay on the grid, you're great, but just, you got to realize if all of a sudden it doesn't make sense, if all of a sudden your battery's saying, hey, I'm almost dead, they're not dead, because once you put on the charger and it charge it fully, it doesn't take very long at all, and it's like, well, that battery wasn't dead at all. So it's and if you want to have accurate battery monitoring, get a battery shunt system. They're on Amazon and stuff. So anyway, but now it's on to the golf cart. I'm going to be making an ice fishing golf cart this year, and we'll see how that goes. So stay tuned. Today's November 11th, Veterans Day. So happy Veterans Day to all of my fellow veterans out there. Today's your special day. Hopefully you're doing well. Okay, I want to give an update. I forgot to mention yesterday was I did order a battery, and they're on sale right now. So make sure you check out my link, and I'll actually give you a 10% code. They gave me a code to give you guys. PowerQueen did. If you use NIC10 in the as a code, you'll get an extra 10% off of their sale price. And I actually did it myself to check, and I ordered myself a 38 volt or whatever for my boat. Group 31. It's a 50 amp hour. It's half of that golf cart battery, but I already proved that golf cart battery was too much. You don't need that big a one, but that group 31 is actually a 50 amp hour, 38 volt. I ordered it $300. You know, it's $300. That's incredible. Shipped to my house. You know, and you know, price out of like a glass mat right now, you know, it's incredible. You're talking 38 volt, you know, a single 38 size group 31. It's $300, and that's a smart battery. Boy, if I had, like, if my battery compartment down there, if that battery compartment down there held 2 group 31 batteries, I'd get 2 of those, and I'd be set for many years. All right. Anyway, that's it. I thought I'd give you an update. That'll be all for today. NFN out.